Members, we have a quorum and we've reached the appointed time. This is the meeting of the panel on environment affairs, and we're going to elect a chairman for the session 2012-13. Members may wish to note that according to Rule 77(6), a member who is chairman or deputy chairman of a government advisory body in respect to matters which a panel considers to be directly related to terms of reference, the panel shall not be the chairman or deputy chairman of the panel. And is also provided in the rules that a member shall not be a chairman or deputy chairman of more than one panel at the same time. An election is to be made according to House Rule 22F and Appendix 4, and we need a nomination and also a member seconding the motion or seconding the nomination. So and the member will have to be asked, the member nominated will be asked whether he or she accepts the nomination. Now, any nomination, please. Ms. Sitho. I nominate Ms. Sitho. Ms. Sitho, do you accept the nomination? Any other nomination, please? I just second the motion. Second the nomination. Ms. Wong seconds the nomination. Ms. Wong Click Wan seconds the nomination. Any other nomination, please? If not, then Ms. Sitho, congratulations. You are elected the chairman. Please come over to take the chair. Thank you, members, for your support. The next thing we have to do is to elect the vice chairman. Any nomination, please? Mr. Ho Chun-yin. I nominate Mr. Christopher Chung. Any seconder, please? Mr. Chen Han-pang seconds the proposal. My apologies that I cannot recognize your faces. Mr. Chung, do you accept the nomination? Yes, I do. Any other nomination, please? If not, then Mr. Christopher Chung is elected the vice chairman of the panel. Right. We have to deal with the meeting schedule. Now, we used to have our meetings on the fourth Monday of each a month at 2:30 p.m. This is our usual practice. Now, the panel next door, in fact, wanted to change the meeting schedule, but was unable to do so. I hope you will accept this usual practice. Is it okay for you? If not, if it's okay, then thank you for accepting that. And we also have one or two meeting schedules that clashes with the holidays. The 14th of December, 24th rather, not 14th, 24th of December. Now it's proposed to advance it to the 18th of December at 4:30 p.m. Is it agreeable to you? So 18th of December, 4:30 p.m. instead of the 24th of December. Please mark it down in your diary. And also discussion items for the next meeting. And there is a list tabled. This is the list of outstanding items. The administration proposes to discuss two items. One is a briefing on environmental protection measures, and the other is the update on the use of clean fuel by ocean liners. Do members want to put any other items on the agenda for the November meeting? Sorry, speaker, it's not coming through. Concerning tariffs of the power companies, they belong to the Economic Affairs Panel, but for the environmental implications, they've come under our purview. So can we have a joint meeting? I suggest we have a joint meeting. The EA panel, or rather the Economics Affairs Panel, still has yet to elect its chairman and vice chairman, and we'll talk to them. Well, the tariffs increase are coming very soon. Now, last year we discussed air quality, but in the outstanding items, among the outstanding items, I've not seen that. Can we put it in? This is very close to our hearts. Yes, indeed. Concerning air quality, the administration is going to launch certain measures. So air quality review of AQI will be included in the list of outstanding items. Last time, we do have a working group on AQO or AQI. So at the next regular meeting, we spend some time, a little bit of time, on discussing whether we should set up a working group on air quality and follow the matter up. So I suggest before or at our next regular meeting, either at the very beginning or at the very end, we'll discuss the setting up of the working group. Mr. Chan. In terms of buildings, the so-called wall-like buildings, it also affects the environment. Are we going to discuss that? With regard to wall-like buildings, they are more related to the development panel. If it is about the overall policy, it is better to discuss the matter at the development panel. But if you have a specific case affecting, say, ventilation of a particular locality, then that is related to our panel. If I may suggest to Mr. Chen Hangpan to follow the matter up at the development panel as far as the policy is concerned. Mr. Chris Chung. The administration is dumping dirt into the sea. And I think we shouldn't keep putting sludge into the pits in the sea. Soon the administration finds some way to deal with that, and that should be followed up by the panel. Now that is a serious impact on marine ecology. Yes, we will put it in the list. Mr. Albert Chan, at the health panel, I raised an issue concerning the beaches. People picked up a lot of syringes, discarded syringes. At the same time, when they pick up the plastic pellets, I think maybe the ships or vessels, when they are coming in, they throw away the syringes. Is it should it be an environmental issue or a food and health issue? It's really alarming. At the non-gazetted beaches, the pollution is very serious. If it is within our ambit, we can follow that up. Shall we put it under the item of marine pollution? When it comes to beaches, it is a problem. Plastic bags, when it is high tide, the plastic bags at sea, but when it's low tide, the plastic bags are on the beaches. So it's not known whether it should be the Marine Department of the AFHD which is responsible. For non-gazetted beaches, they don't fall under the ambit of the LCSD. Mr. Chung, I don't know whether we can discuss the utilities in the seabed. We have a lot of communications companies. They lay cables, and they seriously affect marine ecology. Should it be the development panel's ambit or our ambit? If it is about impact on marine ecology, it's certainly our purview, within our purview. If it is the laying of seabed utilities in the seabed, It is related to the Economic Affairs Panel. The optical cables, other channels, or cables come under the ambit of the Economic Affairs Panel. I asked the Secretary to liaise with the Economic Affairs Panel and hold a joint meeting with us. Anything you do will affect ecology. Are these utilities or facilities necessary? We cannot do away with cables, but can the method of laying cables be improved? That is something we can look into. Mr. Chen Hangpan. Now, concerning the noise pollution of Texaco Road, Tsuen Wan, it is a long-standing problem. I suggest we follow the matter up. Now, the panel usually doesn't handle individual cases, but if you are concerned about the noise, traffic noise, that is an item we can follow up. And then when we discuss traffic noise caused by highways, then we can deal with that. But concerning traffic noise, 10 years ago, there was a plan to reduce traffic pollution along major trunk roads. It's time for the administration to update us. In fact, they have a 3-stage program. Ms. Albert Chan has been following the matter, in particular in Tsuen Wan, Kwai Chung. It was used as an example for our discussion. The Secretary will check into that. What about railway noise caused by the railways? Now there are railways. The trains are causing a lot of noise, noise nuisance to the developments nearby. I think that's that is related to the noise barriers. But I think Mr. Chen was referring to the paving materials and the prohibition of heavy vehicles using certain roads. If you want to put them together, well, maybe you can separate them. But if you lump them together, then you may not have enough time to discuss that. But if you separate them into 2 items, then you may have to wait for a longer time. Mr. Ho Chun-yin, concerning marine pollution. In the western part of Hong Kong, there are a lot of works. Say, Hong Kong-Macau Chuai Bridge may cause pollution. Many fishermen are concerned that projects in the mainland, say, for example, dredging and dumping in the mainland, near Hong Kong waters will affect pollution. Can we follow the matter up? That's an item across the border. But will the administration communicate with the authorities over there? Well, we can follow the matter up. We can ask the Environment Bureau and ask the Bureau to update us on cross-boundary projects. I hope that you may follow the example of the previous term. The Development Panel and the Economic Affairs Panel had a joint visit under the leadership of the President of the Council and visited Guangdong Province. We can talk to the President and tell him that our panel wants to conduct a visit in Guangdong to conduct exchanges with the authorities over there on environmental matters. We have quite a long list. Mr. Chen Kai-lok, thank you once again. I want to add 2 points.
What about the policy on the municipal solid waste? I want to know about the latest progress as well as the question of kitchen waste. And then I want to know about the conservation policy as well. Well, members, for the list of suggested items, we'll certainly look at the case of the charge on solid waste. In fact, we will have it tentatively in December. Probably this is a suggestion from the administration, so we do have a chance to get down to that. And then for the conservation policy as a whole, please bear with me. Let me check with the list of outstanding issues. Yes, it is not yet on the list, but we can certainly include it. Thank you. And members, it is only just now that I took a look of the list of outstanding issues. I think some of them are the same as what you have suggested. Say, for example, protection of the marine ecology. We do have it in our list, so maybe at the next meeting we can come up with some suggestions, together with the Secretariat. We'll just see which of the items on the list have already been picked out by you. So we'll come back with an updated list of outstanding issues. All right, members, any other views? If not, then meeting adjourned for our date of next meeting, the 22nd of October at 2:30 p.m. Thank you.